discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He kidnapped me and I didn't know. It was not crying and I can't.
The 19-year-old high school senior, Alexee Trevize, gave birth to her son in January, alone in a hospital emergency room bathroom. Unfortunately, the police say she suffocated the newborn baby and then hid his body in a trash can beneath other trash. Alexee Trevize was a high school senior, 5 months away from graduation, and very active in the varsity cheer squad, with a thriving social life. She had a boyfriend for nearly 2 years and shared a close bond with her mom, Rosa. During the first half of the senior year, she started gaining weight. She told her friends it was because she had begun taking birth control. To deal with the weight gain, she started taking phentermine, a prescription medicine used to lessen appetite. But Alexee wasn't gaining weight because of birth control, but because she was pregnant. And phentermine has warnings regarding the risks for pregnant women, with clear indications of the potential harm it can pose to the developing fetus. On the night of January 26, 2023, Alexee returned home from cheer practice and went to bed early. However, she woke up shortly afterward in severe lower back pain. She and her mom decided to go to the doctor, which was before 11:30 p.m. At the Artesia General Hospital emergency room, they informed the doctor about the pain. The doctor suspected a urinary tract infection or a kidney issue. When asked if she was pregnant, Alexee and Rosa both insisted she was not, saying she was still a virgin. Despite that, the doctor still wanted to run a pregnancy test.
I asked the patient and her mother if she could be pregnant. Her mother said no, under no circumstances. I've been buying pads for her every month.
At 12:51 a.m., shortly after, the lab results confirmed that she was pregnant. The medical staff had to find out if Alexee's extreme pain was due to a severe pregnancy-related issue, like an ectopic pregnancy, which is dangerous for both mother and baby. They also needed to check if she might be in labor, experiencing a miscarriage, or facing other unrelated complications. Around 1:39 a.m., Alexee suddenly felt a strong urge to use the bathroom. Quickly, she made her way to a bathroom down the hall, with her hand reaching between her legs. Just a minute later, her mother knocked on the bathroom door to check on her. After waiting for another 9 minutes, her mother knocked on the door again to see if she was okay, and she told her that she was fine. Hospital staff also knocked on the door to check on her at 1:53 a.m., and again 3 minutes later. Alexee assured them she was fine, but they could hear the toilet flushing repeatedly, as well as the sound of running water and paper towels being dispensed multiple times. As soon as Alexee left the bathroom, staff members looked inside and were horrified by what they saw. There was blood everywhere, on the floor, the toilet, splattered across the walls, and even smeared around in an apparent attempt to clean it up.
Went into the restroom and I saw a large amount of blood. It was on the floor. It appeared to, like she had tried to wipe it up in places. It was kind of on the back wall, behind the commode, the toilet. And so I said, okay, what happened? And she said, I'm on my period.
Alexee tried to explain that the mess in the bathroom was just due to her period. However, the hospital was worried that she had intentionally harmed herself and her baby, while others suspected that she might have experienced a severe miscarriage. At 2:08 a.m., Leela, who worked as a housekeeper at the hospital, arrived to clean up the mess. There was so much blood that Leela had to clean the entire bathroom twice. After about 20 minutes, Leela finally got around to emptying the bathroom trash. However, when she lifted the trash can, she immediately noticed that something was wrong because it was far too heavy. When Leela lifted out the trash bag, she saw that underneath the clean liner was another trash bag tightly wrapped around a newborn baby boy. The bag was twisted shut and tucked under the baby's body before being placed back into the trash can. When the baby was discovered in the bottom of the trash can, the charge nurse, H.D. Halliday, was immediately called for. He took the entire trash can to the trauma room across the hall and ripped the bag open, only to find Alexee's baby with absolutely no signs of life. The baby boy was not breathing or moving at all, and his umbilical cord appeared to be shredded, as if it had been torn apart. Unfortunately, there was nothing that could be done, and the decision was made not to attempt to revive him. Born after a full 38 weeks of pregnancy and weighing less than 6 pounds, the baby was pronounced dead at 2:28 a.m. Once the hospital staff realized the seriousness of the situation, they called the police. Fortunately, the police were nearby and arrived to talk with the hospital staff just 10 minutes later. Upon arrival, the police were given a brief overview of what had happened, and then they accompanied the doctor and the charge nurse to inform Alexee about what they had found.
I'm sorry. We discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I came out and I didn't know what to do.
Alexee, I told you about this.
But it
I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth.
It was not crying or making.
What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here.
Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Artesia General Hospital doesn't have a labor and delivery unit and couldn't provide the necessary care for Alexee to deliver her placenta. So they arranged for an emergency airlift transfer to Loveless Hospital in Albuquerque. It was later discovered that Alexee had already delivered the placenta, and it was presumed that she flushed it down the toilet while she was still in the bathroom. Alexee's mother, Rosa, seemed shocked and shaken, especially when the nurse confirmed that the baby was full term. However, by seeing some snippets of Alexee when she was pregnant, it's odd to think that no one noticed her. Look at these.
A significant amount of weight only in her stomach, which you can tell in her cheer pictures and from a video even of her performing. And not one person noticed this.
At 4:30 a.m., Alexee was allowed to leave the hospital. She was informed that she was no longer being detained and that detectives would be contacting her in the future. Initially, Alexee returned to her regular life. She went back to school, and friends noted that both Alexee and Devon were acting as if nothing had happened. They even attended prom just 12 weeks after the death of their baby. An autopsy was performed on the baby boy, who was later referred to as Alex Firo. It revealed that the baby's lungs and stomach contained air, indicating that he had indeed attempted to breathe. Additionally, he tested positive for the SC19 virus, influenza A, and severe acute respiratory syndrome. The baby was found to have 19 nanograms of morphine in his system, as well as the phentermine that Alexee had been taking. Signs of suffocation were also present. The cause of death was determined to be entrapment or suffocation and ruled a homicide, according to the Eunice Kennedy Shriver National Institute of Child Health and Human Development. On May 10, 2023, 3 officers went to Alexee's home to arrest her on charges of first-degree homicide and tampering with evidence. When Alexee was arrested, her mom asked the police to keep her separated from others because of potential harm if they found out about what Alexee did or what people thought she did. She was eventually taken into custody without incident, and her bail was set at $100,000. She was later released and was not required to wear an ankle monitor or be placed under house arrest. The only stipulation was that she attend counseling sessions and adhere to a curfew from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Alexee's lawyer, Gary C. Mitchell, is attempting to claim that the air found in the baby's stomach and lungs was the result of her performing life-saving efforts, not the result of the baby breathing. Additionally, they have filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the hospital for administering pain medication, including Zofran, sodium chloride, and morphine to her while she was in labor. They claim that these drugs resulted in the baby's inability to breathe when born.
They did some lab work, but they gave the medication before and gave it anyway, and that's powerful.
He also argued police asked her questions in her hospital room without reading her Miranda rights. He argues that Trevize was unaware of her pregnancy, despite her weight gain and the noticeable bump visible through her cheerleading clothes. However, Alexee's high school friends have stated that she did know she was pregnant. They claim Trevize had even chosen a name for the baby boy, intending to call him Alex. She even had a picture of it in her home. According to New Mexico court documents, Trevize has a pre-trial hearing scheduled for July 22, 2024, in the 5th Judicial Court in Carlsbad, New Mexico. Her jury trial is set for August 26, 2024, in the same court. Alexee had the opportunity to seek help at a safe haven hospital, which was a safe haven location where women could drop off their babies with no questions asked. Instead, she threw him in the trash, not giving him a chance at life or being adopted by loving parents. But what do you think really happened? We're curious to know if you think she just hid her pregnancy and didn't tell her mother because she was afraid of her. Let us know in the comments below and follow for more interesting case stories.